So today I want to talk about BroYo Dieting, also known as Maingaining. And this is something I've seen so many times. Yo-yo dieting is when you have someone who is a fairly high body fat percentage and they want to lose weight. They want to lose body fat. And so they crash diet, they fail with their diet, they go back up. And they're going back and forth, and the trend is usually going up over time. Hence, yo-yo dieting. Now, BroYo dieting is the opposite. This is when you start lean and you want to gain muscle. You want to go up in overall body weight, at least slowly. So you might start at like 10% body fat, which is actually very, very lean, and you start bulking, but then all of a sudden you start to lose your abs. Oh my God, they start to get a little bit blurry. And you think, well, I'm bulking too fast. I'm gaining fat visibly. And then you start to cut. Or maybe you start to try to maintain or gain a little bit less slowly, but often the result is you go up a little bit, you get scared of losing your abs, and you cut down. You think, okay, well, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not getting stronger, I'm going to go up a little bit. And then you're like, oh shit, my serratus is no longer serrated, and then you go down again. And it's the same thing. It's also yo-yo dieting, except you're basically staying the same, and you're not really gaining as much muscle as you could. Can Maingaining work? Yes, but I would say it works much better if you are a higher body fat percentage. If you're 17, 18, up to 20%, you can Maingain really well because you have more fat, and therefore your body's like, all right, we can get rid of a little bit of this fat and we can gain a little bit of muscle and everything's all good.
And I wish you the best, but I'm out.
So now there's me and you. Do you have competition? Is there anybody else?
10 times calories, it has fat, it has cholesterol.
I'm healthy for my family.
Absolutely.
When you walk in, and other than thinking, what the hell is this initially? Okay, so I'll make you an offer.
If you're like 10% body fat, the vast majority of naturals aren't really going to be gaining very much muscle. If you are on TRT or running a cycle, yeah, you can recomp into a bodybuilding show. Okay, you can go from like 10% body fat down to 5% body fat over a few months just because you are so goddamn anabolic. Your body is very happy to exchange fat for muscle regardless of your body fat percentage. But if you're a natural, this is for the most part a pipe dream. And let's say you go from 10% body fat very, very slowly, very, very gradually up to, say, 20% body fat. Is your health worse at 20% body fat? Honestly, not really. Your blood work will probably be almost exactly the same. There's really no evidence that you get deleterious health effects until you're like 25 into 30%. Will you get worse gains? Well, not really. The recent stuff about the P ratio, I know, P ratio, right? PP ratio. It shows that body fat percentage as it goes up isn't really a negative indicator of if you gain muscle or not. In fact, it showed the opposite. You'll get better gains with a higher body fat percentage. And this might be part of the reason why, as a natural, you're not going to gain that much muscle if you try to maintain a shredded physique year round. Because most of your heroes, sorry to burst this bubble, they're not natural. They're not natural. They're on TRT at a minimum. Some are open about it, many are not. And if you are natural, you cannot eat and train and diet like someone who is not natural. So your health won't be any worse at up towards 20% body fat. Your performance won't be any worse. In fact, you'll almost certainly be significantly stronger just because you have fat around the joints.
That's a good thing.
And you have just more padding, and you are going to recover better. You can often eat way more food, not just like slightly more food, but like a lot more food at a higher body fat percentage. Hunger is down, testosterone very well might be higher. Cortisol is almost certainly going to be lower, and it's just going to be better for building mass in the long term. So why don't people go up towards 20% body fat? Well, in 2 words, body dysmorphia. So over the past month, I've assessed over 300 people in terms of their body fat percentage. I said I would do it for free. I followed through with that, even though it was, to be honest, a massive pain in the ass, but I'm also happy to help so many people. One thing that I noticed, however, this happened many, many times. Someone is like, yeah, like, I'm a little bit fat right now and out of shape, and they were like 14% body fat. 14% body fat, which is leaner than like 99% of the population. They're like, yeah, I'm a little bit bloated in this picture. Like, I know I'm at the peak of my bulk and I'm really going to cut soon because, you know, the abs are disappearing. No, no, you can keep going, dude. Like, you don't have to have abs year round. You think women care if you're 15 or 16% body fat? No. If you're staying lean to get chicks, something's wrong in your life. And I'm also not saying it's impossible to recomp or maingain under 12% body fat as a natural. I think it is possible, but it's so slow. I've tried, I've done it. It's so goddamn slow. And you can barely see the differences. The scale isn't moving. Like, maybe you look a little bit leaner. Okay, you have a vein you haven't seen before, but that was like 3 months ago, and all your lifts are basically the same, and you're kind of worn down now, and you know, it's so much slower, and it's just less efficient in the long term. If you have a long-term physique that includes more muscle on your frame, you are almost always best served going up in body fat percentage. This fat phobia really needs to end. Body fat is not bad, okay? Having some body fat around, you know, your abs, around your nips, it's all good, dude.
You gotta make it sexy. Hips and nips. Otherwise, I'm not eating.
And once you are happy with your physique, you gain the vast majority of muscle that you even want to gain, there's nothing wrong with maintaining or even potentially maintaining at a fairly low body fat percentage. But don't kid yourself into thinking this is optimal or going to be nearly as fast as doing a few reasonable bulk and cut cycles. Again, if you are natural, you don't have the advantage of these kind of hormonal profiles that can really help you to gain muscle and lose fat even when lean.
$100,000, but I want 33%.
33%.
Right. Because it's going to take some time, it's going to take some effort, but there you go, that's your offer.
You got an offer. What do you want to do?
Because I've learned that it never hurts to ask.
No.
No.
Oh my
We
gosh.
answered already.
You can counter to it. Go with your gut. This is your business.
Just tell Mark Cuban to take a walk.
I'll take it. I want to work with you anyways. I'll take it. 33% for 100,000.
Ta-da!
Thank you, Mark.
Smart move, Melissa.
Thank you.
Smart
I'm gonna
move.
see you more today.
Oh,
I
I'm
appreciate
excited.
it.
I'm excited.
Smart move.
Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations.
Talk soon.
All right, that's all for this video. Like, subscribe, notification button, bell, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.